Hello team, how's it going? Welcome to a new video. Singapore Armed Forces making the cut, guards conversion. Check out the original video in the description as always, but let's get into it.
It's an early Friday morning. As the day starts to wind up, most of you are probably making plans for the weekend. But for a few, these thoughts are farthest from their minds. A 122 soldiers will go through a series of grueling tests to see if they have what it takes to be part of a special unit. Bedok Camp, home of the SAF Guards. This is the training ground that transforms ordinary soldiers into a highly trained fighting unit.
You can say we are actually an all-rounder. We can operate from both land, sea and air.
Okay, so this is different to what I was expecting in the British Army. The guards, the household division, the guards units are part of the infantry. They're just an infantry unit, and then obviously they conduct the ceremonial side as well. So they do the basic infantryman's course, and then they go off and then have to do their ceremonial course and carry out ceremonial duties. They're not really classed as an elite unit. They're great soldiers. They are some of the best at what they do, but they're not really classed as an elite unit. They don't do any sort of parachuting unless they go to guards para. And they just do the basic infantry course and then ceremonial, which is seeming different to this.
These specially selected soldiers will embrace a new set of skills and beliefs that will change the way they think and train. It will test their mental and physical limits. And if they make it, they'll be given the right to be called guardsmen.
It's tough. So only the tough ones will be able to complete it.
I want standard, proper pull-ups. Don't cheat yourself.
A very good opportunity for me to improve my physical and mental strength.
Not really that much of fear, but it's just that how far I can go during this course.
It's all set in my mind that just expect the unexpected.
Okay, guys. Okay, listen up. 1550. Bring down full pack.
The Guards conversion course is 3 weeks of intense training that will push them hard to earn their Guards tab. And not all will make it through the tough course.
Okay, so they do 3 weeks. These are selected soldiers. As I said, the British Army, you just join as a recruit straight from civilian. I think it's a 26-week infantry course, I believe, something around that. And then you come out an infantryman and a guardsman, and you go off to your regiment. These are already soldiers who are doing a 3-week tough selection to become guardsmen. We need to know more what they actually do.
There's never an easy day. Okay, the toughest training will always help you. Like what I always believe, more sweat during peacetime, during training, will equal less blood during wartime.
Nice.
The trainees are full-time national servicemen and regulars. They are officers and specialists, and they come from different units and backgrounds, and will go through this rite of passage together.
One difference between the British Army and Singapore Army, you don't see one overweight soldier here. Not one. I've not seen one in any of the videos I've watched.
As a guardsman, you're expected to walk faster, run faster, think faster, and under the worst come situation, you should be able to think yourself out of the box.
For a tough course like this, you need a tough as nails company sergeant major to run it.
Next time, your volume is not up to standard. This will be the only way you will do your warm-up. Clear?
For the next 3 weeks, 3rd Warrant Officer Johan bin Qasim will be their trainer, mentor and disciplinarian, all rolled into one.
Press it. Cover. What's so difficult?
He don't take no shit.
From the moment they arrive at the camp, they are toughened for this task. This is every guardsman's rite of passage. and one of the key tasks they have to complete as part of the course, the fast march.
Yes, always never been easy to complete fast march.
They have to complete 12 kilometers within 108 minutes in full battle order, lugging their heavy backpacks, their weapons, and a pocket full of determination.
12 kilometers in 180 minutes. I'd like to know how much their kit weighs. So 12 Ks, approximately just over 7 miles, isn't it? 108 minutes is an hour and 58. To do 7 miles, I think that's pretty slow. You don't know what kit they're carrying. Our standard BFT used to be 8 miles in an hour 50 to an hour 55. For those doing P company, that was 10 miles in an hour 50, carrying 36 pounds. Difference here though is they do have helmets on, as you can see, so they are wearing helmets. So obviously just makes it tougher with obviously cooling your body and obviously overheating issues, especially in sort of the environment of Singapore. But I would say 108 minutes, just over 7 miles, isn't too bad at all really. It's not that fast. Majority should really pass.
Today they're covering a distance of 8 kilometers with a total combined weight of some 30 kilograms of full battle order.
Okay, that's quite heavy, 30 kilograms if that's what they're wearing, but that's combined. But that is a lot of weight. You're talking over 60 pounds there. That is heavy.
It's just a glimpse of the actual test. Over the next few days, the training and the trials will progressively get more and more intense, and the distance further.
I'm not a fan of the cups though. I think you should have obviously hydrate and eat before you start, and then you should use the water that you've got in your kit instead of like marching along with white cups. I think the Singapore's very disciplined, very professional. Their administration is top on. They look after their soldiers, and you can see that with the water, but I think they should be taking water out of their own kit if they need it instead of marching along with white cups in their hands. My personal opinion.
A rope is a guardsman's lifeline, and rappelling is his forte.
Nice.
It's 8 a.m. in the morning, and here at the training grounds, these trainees are faced with a mountainous task: rappelling off a cliff some 6 stories high. This is not something anyone can do. For the uninitiated, this is probably a fear they have to overcome.
Was really scary. The moment I form up, I look down. Oh my god.
Fear of heights is a massive one for a lot of people. But being in the military, there is a chance that you are going to have to do something with height. So it's something that you do want to get over. Don't let it stop you from being in the military. These guys have got to be pretty tough to be doing this, and they're doing it in full battle order as well. So they've got all their kit on as well. So obviously they're extra heavy, and they've got to control that. It's all about remaining calm, breathing, right? You've got the rope. They've attached you. They're not going to obviously do anything to hurt you. So you know you are safe. So just remain calm.
Okay.
But the moment I start moving off, my fear was gone. But I really enjoyed my cliff.
The most difficult thing for me during the rappelling was actually to take the first step off the cliff, off the edge.
I'm holding you, not to worry. Okay? Okay, good. Look at me. Take 2 steps down. Go to the edge. Go to the edge. Okay.
Take him. Yeah. Come closer. And when you're up there, when the cold wind actually glides through you, you literally have this fight lah. I mean, like, oh, am I going to fall? Am I not going to fall?
Oh. So as you can see, it takes a lot of practice. You've just got to control yourself down slowly. No massive jumps at first. Take it nice and steady. Take it nice and small. Use the rope as your brake, and just try and maintain balance.
More challenging because the terrain itself is undulating and you don't have an even ground to bounce off.
But you do have that issue, which is massive, as you can see.
A few hard knocks, but with stringent safety procedures in place, that's all they take.
After you initiate a few steps, then yeah, you get the momentum and slowly your fright, everything will just fly off away. So yeah, after some time you get used to it.
Entry on! Okay, maintain. Okay, maintain.
Very good.
Decent. Always enjoyed doing stuff like this when I was in the army.
Sick and down this game. So please take out the idea. GCC. Yes.
They keep pushing us hard.
You have to push yourself.
Yeah, interesting to see that Singapore Armed Forces have this unit. Like I said, they're just a standard infantry unit in the UK. These seem more of a specialist role. Fast roping, sort of out of helis, etc., is becoming a lot more common now around all the units within the UK, but especially obviously 16 air assault. Sort of abseiling down rock faces. I wouldn't say is that common in a standard infantry unit. That would be sort of your SF, your mountain troops, obviously the mountain guys over at the Royal Marine Commandos. They sort of specialise in that. We normally just do abseiling for adventure training. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens over the next few episodes, see what sort of training these guys do to earn the right to be called themselves a guardsman. As I said, it is different to the way the British Army is, but it's looking very good. Seems to be carrying a lot of kit. Like I said, the pace of like a 12 kilometer was quite slow, but we didn't know the weight. But it says they're carrying 30 kilos combined, so that is a lot of weight. That's over 60 pounds, and that's really going to weigh you down. It's really going to put a strain on the body. Mixed genders, anyone can sort of apply for this role. You saw females and males, so that's good to see that it is open to everyone. And I find the Singapore Armed Forces really do give you a warm-up at first. They really do hammer you, get you doing star jumps, jumping jacks, press ups, get you worked up before you go into any event. It's not just an easy warm up and then you go into the event and you're fresh. You're constantly, throughout these courses, from what I've noticed, constantly getting hammered. So it's really fatiguing you to see how you do under fatigue throughout the course, because if you do that every day and you must be getting lack of sleep, woken up at different times, it really shows you who really wants it and who can handle the pressure and think under high stressful situations while they're fatigued. So really enjoying this so far. Hopefully you are too, and I'll see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching.